Everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about Anchor. It's another tutorial, I know, and I'm just going to go over this program pretty much because I think that any of you out there want to start your own podcast from scratch, it's a really great platform to utilize. It's also free, and you can pretty much get your podcast up on Apple, you can get it on Spotify, Google Podcast, all the major platforms, streaming services, and more. And so pretty much it's spelled ANCHOR. You're going to go in here and you're going to make an account. You're going to name your podcast. You're going to upload your cover art, which you can make in Canva. You can hire me to do it, or you can do it on Fiverr. I would honestly suggest Fiverr. It's really cheap, probably $5-10. I got this this cover created. It's a really awesome tool, and you can track a little bit of basic analytics. You can see the plays on your podcast. You can see the total plays of all time, the plays per episode, audience size, and then the amount. You can actually monetize straight through here with ads. And so pretty much this is a great way. I've been running this podcast for a long time. I have over 60 or 70 episodes on here, and it's just, these are pages on pages on pages of episodes. I started publishing back in 2020. 2020. So for 3 years, this podcast has been live, and it's just, it's been a great experience. Now, I haven't marketed it that well. This is just a platform I just want to talk about in this video on how to use it. But nonetheless, you can still have lots of episodes, and I can keep publishing more. And it has a great editing feature, which I'm going to go into now. And here's the money tab. You can see I have not made any money off of Anchor, and I don't have any ads set up, probably because I just don't have enough views, and I don't really spend too much time trying to make, I guess apparently I am eligible, which is weird. But, you don't need a lot of, I don't know. I don't want to get really sponsored by this platform. But anyway, you can click new episode, and your options are to edit straight in here, record, edit, enhance your audio, or you can upload audio files. I've never used this function. I just press create episode, because what you can do is you can browse files here on the right. You can mix and match tracks, or you could record straight through Anchor. So what I'll do, if I'm recording a podcast, I'll pair this with Audacity. That's my program of choice. I actually have it opened up here, and this is Audacity. This is the program that I use to record the audio, and then I'll go into File, and I'll export the audio clip, and then I'll pop over here to Anchor. I'll browse the files, and we can, just pump something into here. This is not related at all. We're going to just do audio episode, and it will extract the audio. You could do a video clip, and it'll extract the audio. Well, apparently it won't. Let's see if I have any audio to work with. We'll go with this Mr. Beast video. I'll just do audio episode. This should be, here we go. So you have the audio file popping in here, or you can, sort through your library over here, which I have done. These are a lot of the audio clips from my previous things. These are all the audio clips and segments from, my past podcast interviews, which is actually really sick that it just, has a cloud where it just keeps all the audio files here. So let's say that you have an intro that you always love to use. Let's say that this Alpha M, when I interviewed him, this intro is what I really want to use. I can go ahead and drag this right over here, pop that in here. So we have the intro, which we could even rename it, which wouldn't really matter. This is more for rename intro, and then we could rename this clip down here. We could rename it. Body 1. You click that, and the fun thing about Audacity, you can add background music. They have a huge library of sounds, and they're really unique, great sounds. Like here, these are the ones I use in my intro. Like Glass Beads is a really good one. Hello everybody, and welcome to the podcast. My name is Alex Davis, and I'm going to be your host for the remainder of this episode. Today we're going to be sitting around the microphone to discuss whatever we want to discuss. And that is the intro, and that is my podcast. Sorry, guys, I just had to. Here's the other one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fast Fact Friday. For those of you that don't know, Fast Fact Friday is a series that I came out with, released, and gave to my audience to help break my long-form content into something much more digestible. And you can really see I get into that pretty deeply. But, you know, the music on here is nothing but unique. It's a lot of fun. And, you know, for a free platform, you're really getting a lot. I'm serious. Like, this is hard to compete with. You can even have good, like, outro music. Let's say that the second clip down here is the outro. Like, this is my outro music for all my podcasts. And with that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking around, and I hope to see you all in the next podcast episode. I'm so glad that you stuck around, and, you know, you can have a lot of fun with that. But once you get all your audio clips, you can just press save episode, and what it's going to do is it's going to create a draft, right, where you can title it, you can put the description, which is SEO, right? You can really, you know, bump up with SEO optimization. You can schedule uploads, which if I batch out a bunch of content, I will have them staggered. I post on Mondays and Wednesdays. I do big episodes on Mondays, interviews on Wednesdays, and then actually I have Fast Facts on Fridays, which are 15-minute segments. All my episodes pretty much are 15 minutes now. You can have a poll, which I don't really use that much. And then this is the fun part, right? If you're having, you can have a season. I'm currently in season 6 of my podcast. I episode number all of them just to keep track. You can do full, trailer, or bonus. This doesn't really change anything about the podcast. Actually, on Apple, you'll see a little bonus next to it, and you'll also see trailer. This will actually set it up in a separate segment if it's on Apple, and I think Spotify as well. You can have explicit or clean. Explicit is just going to have that little E, basically just saying, okay, you know, you swear in this, whatever. Over here on the right, this is usually going to stay consistent throughout your show, unless, of course, you are an interview type podcast where every single time you're uploading a different channel art, which I'll show you. If I go to episodes, I'm actually going to delete this draft. I don't really want that here. But if I go to one of my Noah Dandenhauer, right? This is one of my interviews. If I click on it, instead of having my face here, I actually have Noah, right, as the podcast logo. If I go to Katie Spots, well, I apparently didn't do it for Katie, but let's see. This is podcast. No, I didn't do it for that one either. Wow, Alex, you're really slacking. I did not mean to do that. No. Sorry, guys. You get the point, though. You can change up the channel art, and you can also go into analytics. If I go into dashboard, well, yeah, I guess dashboard's the only place to really check out the analytics, and then, you know, you can pretty much get just this plays one. It's not going to be a super deep, in-depth one, and you know, you can see your audience, who's watching your podcast, and then not many people watch my stuff on Spotify, and then episode rankings, which episodes have the most views. It's not, like I said, it's not really in-depth, but it gets the job done, absolutely. But guys, I just want to show you this platform. It's an incredibly intuitive way to have a podcast for free in today's day and age. I hope you like it. I'll see you later.